Hello, everyone. This is Mason Laurent from the Brussels Union Gardner Fire Department. Today, I will be doing my 10-minute presentation for fire service instructor class. Um, I'm going to be doing a series on safe driving, and today's presentation will be on using your headlights. In the state of Wisconsin, it's the law that you must turn your headlights on during a period of limited visibility. What is a period of limited visibility? The state describes it as any time that weather conditions limit visibility such that objects on a highway are not clearly visible at 500 feet from the front of your vehicle. So, anytime that you're driving and you can't see 500 feet in front of you without using your headlights, you need your lights on. That could be anything from dusk or dawn to fog, rain, snow, things like that. Between the year 2010 and 2015, more than 300 people in Wisconsin were injured in crashes where drivers did not have their headlights turned on, and as a result of them not having their lights on, caused the accident. A ticket for driving in a limited visibility time without your lights on could cost you $160. So I had talked about driving at dusk or dawn. Prepare your car for driving by keeping your headlights, tail lights, your signal lights, and your windows inside and out clean. And make sure that all your lights are functioning correctly and bright enough for other drivers to see. Obviously, don't drink and drive, and don't use your phone while driving. No texting, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, email, Googling whatever question just popped into your head, things like that. And if you do need to talk on the phone, try to do it hands free, whether you Bluetooth or, you can Bluetooth to your radio. A lot of cars have that option now, where you can Bluetooth or connect your phone right to your radio, or you can get one that plugs into your cigarette lighter and you can Bluetooth that way, or you can just put your phone on speakerphone and set it up on the dash. That way it just gives you both your hands to stay on the wheel, and studies have shown that you're just a lot more alert um, if you can talk hands free on your phone rather than having the one hand held up to your head while you're talking on the phone. It just causes another distraction. Um, if there's any doubt, just turn your headlights on. It doesn't hurt anything to drive around in the middle of the daylight with your headlights on. I know some of you or all of you have probably seen on the back of some semi-trailers, they have a little sticker that says, "We drive with our lights on for safety." I know like Walmart is a big one, and there's a few other companies I've seen around like that. And that's also why they have the daytime running lights on cars too, is just because getting another source of light or something to grab your attention just helps other drivers to see you a lot better. And that's, lights aren't always just for you to be able to see, it's also for other drivers to be able to see you. If you have car trouble, pull off the road as far as possible and safely as possible. Obviously, you don't want to drive down in the ditch and tip your car over. Warn approaching traffic at once by setting up reflective triangles near your vehicle and 300 feet behind it. I know a lot of people don't have triangles, so just turn your emergency flashers on. And if it's real dark out, you turn your dome light on so people can see that there's somebody there. And stay off the roadway and remain in your vehicle if at all possible. Driving in fog, you're going to want to drive with your low beams on because your high beams will actually be reflected off of the fog and actually impair your visibility even more. Again, don't drink and drive. Don't use your phones while driving. You just want to eliminate as many distractions as possible. Reduce your speed and watch your speedometer because fog creates a visual illusion of slow motion when you may actually be speeding. Use your wipers and defrosters as necessary for maximum visibility. With fog and things like that, the air temperatures change rapidly, so you might get your windshield or windows might steam up or fog up. So you want to be aware of that. And real dense fog, you can use the right edge of the road or the solid painted road marking as a guide. Be patient and do not pass long lines of traffic. Driving in rain and or snow. Drive with your lights on low beam again because your high beams will actually reflect off of the rain or snow and actually make it harder for you to see. Again, don't drink and drive and don't use your phone while driving or other things that may distract you. Reduce your speed to a safe speed for the road conditions. Drive slow enough to maintain a safe stopping distance. Obviously, in wet and slippery conditions, you can't stop as quickly as you could on dry pavement. But don't slow down so much that you become a risk to other drivers. Vehicles react very differently in slippery conditions, and not everybody drives the same. There's people out there, we've all seen them, that they don't care what the road conditions are. They got to drive 75, 80 miles an hour because they need to be where they're going right now. And if they slow down for half a second, they're going to be late. So just be aware of that. You don't want to slow down so much that you cause yourself to get into an accident with somebody who's careless and driving way too fast for conditions. Again, use your wipers and defroster as necessary. Be aware that in reduced visibility conditions, drivers tend to follow the taillights of the vehicles in front of them. So again, like I had talked about earlier, you want to make sure that all of your lights are operating correctly, not just for you to be able to see, but for other traffic around you to be able to see you. Again, if you must pull over, pull as far off the road as safely possible. Turn your headlights off. So, like, leave your parking lights on, but turn your headlights off. That way, as oncoming traffic is coming, they see that there's somebody stopped there and your headlights aren't glaring at them. Take your foot off the brake pedal. Turn your hazards on and stay in your vehicle if at all possible. A lot of us have been on the side of the road for car accidents and traffic control and things like that. And you know how fast people drive and how dangerous it is to be on the road. Even if we do have big trucks with flashing lights, nobody hardly slows down. So just stay in your vehicle if possible. Here are just a few different examples of headlight controls. A lot of newer vehicles have the automatic lights that'll turn the lights on when it gets to a certain darkness level. But some of those vehicles don't turn the headlights on when it's foggy. It's still bright enough that the sensor doesn't activate the switch. So it's good to know how to manually turn your lights on for situations like that. And also, There are some new vehicles that will actually automatically turn on all your lights when you turn your windshield wipers on for rain or snow. But if your vehicle doesn't do that, that's a good habit to get into. If you turn your windshield wipers on, you should turn your headlights on at the same time. This is just a couple pictures of an older style vehicle. Let me go back here. This one picture on the right on the bottom and on the left on the bottom, you can see these are turn signal switches, and they also work as the dimmer or high beam switch on a lot of newer vehicles. So we'll go here. This is an older vehicle from the 70s. And if you look at the upper picture to the left, you can see there's a circle dial there, and it says lights below it. You pull that out to turn your lights on. One click and that turns your parking lights. 2 clicks and that turns your headlights on. And then the lower picture is actually underneath the dash of that car that you can see the gas and brake pedal. And if you look off to the left of the brake pedal, there's a little circle there. That's actually the high beam and dimmer switch. You press that with your foot. So that's all I have for this lesson. Next time we'll be talking about multi-lane roads, such as Highway 41, and which lanes to be using. I know a lot of people get confused when you get into those 3, 4, 6 lane roads. Which lane should you be traveling in if you're going to take an exit, if you're just driving for miles, or if you're trying to pass somebody? So we'll talk about that next time. Thanks for watching. This has been Mason Laurent from the Brussels Union Gardner Fire Department, and this was my 10-minute presentation for fire service instructor.